Hey my friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to talk to you guys all about the things I've been doing to grow my fine hair. If you don't have fine hair, this probably isn't going to be the video for you, but if you have curly fine hair, this is going to be right up your street. Typically if you have fine curly hair, you know that it's a bit of a struggle to grow your hair out because your hair is curly, it's more brittle and it breaks a bit easier, but then equally fine hair, it breaks a bit easier. So I find up until recently, my hair was breaking at the rate that it was growing. Now, a few things have changed in my life that has allowed my hair to grow a bit better. One being the fact that I moved to the UK. Where I'm from in Canada, it is the driest place. And with that, my hair was getting really dry. So first things first, I do want to say I do think my hair grows better now that I live in a more humid environment. Now beyond that, I definitely noticed a long time ago that my hair grows a lot better, but I had chopped off all of my hair last year. My hair last April was cut off to here, and today, my friends, look at where it's at. I could cry because I also want to tell you guys the next tip that I'm going to give in growing fine curly hair is regular haircuts. So obviously we're in a bit of a predicament because we're in a pandemic. Hair salons just opened up here in the UK a couple weeks ago. So for me, getting my hair cut every 3 months religiously is like an absolute must. Absolute must. And with us being in lockdown for 5 months, my husband definitely gave me 2 haircuts during that time frame. I think it's a bit uneven, but let's be real, no one's really gonna notice. So if you are somebody that has fine and curly hair, don't shy away from getting your hair trimmed. He takes off, or like even when I go and get it cut by a professional, a 1/2 inch. It doesn't have to be anything crazy unless your hair is super damaged, but 1/2 inch, it keeps things fresh, it keeps things blunt, and it ends up looking a lot fuller. Now, I guess the best way that I can describe fine hair once it gets damaged is think of your hair strand like a piece of wood, and say there was like a crack in that piece of wood. That crack just keeps on going further and further up the piece of wood. Whereas if you cut that crack off, like say that was your finger, if you had cut that crack off before it had time to travel on the hair strand, you're gonna see that your hair is healthier because you cut that damage off before it had time to like crack further. That is what getting regular haircuts does. You cut off the damage before it has time to screw up and wreck the rest of the integrity of the hair strand. Getting regular haircuts is an absolute must if you want your fine hair to grow. It's not going to stimulate any more growth. That's like a myth. It's not going to stimulate any more growth, but it will help your hair not break at the rate that it's growing. You get it. So obviously I talked about getting haircuts, but I also have to address the fact that like I've only colored my hair once since October. I've toned it, but I haven't colored it. And I definitely haven't bleached it. And I think that's going to be a routine that I keep up with. I probably will only get my hair like balayaged once a year and then just periodically tone it if I feel like it. Like I find my hair goes quite red. You can't really see it as I'm inside right now, but it does go quite red. I don't feel like I need to tone it. I just have a little bit more of a red tone in my hair, but the one time I did tone it, it like basically brought it back to like a solid brown and then slowly washed out. But beyond that, I have not touched it with bleach, and I think that's another part of why it's growing. Well, let's be real, not breaking at the rate that it's growing. Now that those points are out of the way, I feel like I had to be honest with you guys and tell you those things massively helped. Now let's get into some products that I feel have really helped. First product I want to show you is this Manta Brush. It's a bit discolored, it's white, and let's be real, I wear brown makeup, so it's a bit manky looking. But this Manta Brush, to be honest, I didn't think it was going to be anything special, but I do find that it doesn't pull out my hair as much as a regular brush does. And so I just use it and just brush through everything, and it's a lot more gentler on your fine hair. People that have thick hair, of course you can still use this brush, but you're probably like, you can be a little bit rougher on your hair. Your hair can withstand that. Fine hair is like, if you actually look at the circumference of a fine hair strand, it is like a fraction of a coarser hair strand. So you have to be more gentle with it. So brushes like this, I just use the Manta one, but I think wet brushes, there's other brushes that are on the market that I think do a similar thing. But for me personally, I've been using a Manta brush. And the other thing that I've been doing with this brush is rubbing my scalp, because I don't know about you, but for me, my scalp is so dry. Like, it's actually embarrassing how much like dead skin comes off my scalp. I wash my hair every 2 days typically, because my roots get so greasy. And yeah, I just deal with a really dry scalp. Now, after I massage the scalp with that Manta brush, I'll usually go in with a comb and then just rough up my scalp, and then I put the next thing in. Now, the next thing that I put in, again, I wasn't expecting to be like blown away by this. I get a lot of products sent to me, and when I get a lot of products sent to me, some of them work and some of them don't work. And I think because I get so much sent to me and it's just like a little bit of product overload, I take things as they come. I don't have a lot of expectations for things until I try it. This Cali Men Rescue Oil. It's an active hair and scalp remedy, and it naturally repairs and strengthens. I don't really believe things when they say it naturally repairs, because to me, again, using that wood analogy, like, you can patch up a hole. Like, if I put a hole through this wall, I could patch it up, but that doesn't mean that that damage isn't there. It's just been patched up. That is what a hair strand is like. If it's damaged, it's damaged. I think you can put things in to fill it, but that doesn't mean that the damage isn't there. However, where I would say that this has been very good is on my scalp. So after I'll like, you know, kind of rough up my scalp with a comb and I've got that like dead skin there, I will then shake out all the like dead skin, gross, I know. And then I will put this, I'll literally part a section, drop it in my scalp, part it, drop it in my scalp, and then rub it through. And then I'll put the tiniest amount in my ends. Now, I will say, if you have fine hair, if you don't have curly hair, honestly, the most minimal amount of this. If you do have curly hair, still a minimal amount, but a bit more than if you have straight hair. And this, it is really nice in the ends, but my God, does it weigh the hair down, especially if you have fine hair. I know, like, Lydia Millen, I think she's been using this recently, and she has the thickest hair of life. It probably doesn't weigh her hair down, but us with fine hair that you can see through, this definitely weighs the hair down, but it is so good. So how I use it is the day before I wash my hair. So you know how I said to you guys, I wash my hair every other day. If I, like, obviously there's 7 days in a week. So if I wash my hair every other day, like, there's one day I can like push it 2 days where I don't wash it. So 1 day a week where I don't wash it every other day, I will put this in my scalp, put this in my ends, and then that next day I'll usually wear my hair in like a low sleek bun, and then that night or the next morning then I'll wash my hair. Hopefully that makes sense. I feel like I made that really complicated, but yes, this is really good. Now, the next thing that I have been using or taking for my hair, I don't have the box anymore, I threw it out, but I've been taking hair vitamins. Now, I have had 3 bottles of the, I think it's called New Nordic, yeah, New Nordic gummy vitamins, but they also sent over their pill capsules as well. And let's be real, taking pills are not as fun as taking gummies, but I have to tell you, I have been taking them. For me, I feel like my hair has grown really fast. Again, if you think like my hair was at my earlobe and my hair is here now, and I have cut it, I think I've cut it 5 times in this last year, and if I take an inch every time, half of an inch every time, that's 2.5 inches that I've cut off. Hopefully my math is right, otherwise that will be embarrassing. I think my hair has grown quite a lot, and it's definitely growing the longest and healthiest it has ever grown right now in my 33rd year of life. And I do think gummies and hair vitamins have come into play with that. Can I prove it? No, not really. But do I have 33 years of experience that is leading me to see that these things that I've implemented is contributing to my hair growth? Yes. So then the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is very new to me. It just came in a PR kit about 3 weeks ago, and I'm obsessed. I will say to you, the branding is a bit off for me, I won't lie, but the product is very good. The brand's called Amika, and this is called Flash Instant Shine Mask. Now, you just have to leave this on for 60 seconds. All shine, no wait. This flash acting treatment mask instantly seals, softens, and hydrates hair with amino acids and UV filters. Keep color vibrant, delivers a silky finish in a minute. It's the boss of gloss. Use it after cleansing, squeeze water from hair, apply in sections from root to tip until fully saturated. Wait at least 1 minute, rinse, avoid contact with eyes. This is so good. As it says, it's basically just sealing off all the imperfections of your hair strand. I will say I don't feel like it adds a lot of shine to my hair, but holy Hannah, is my hair ever super soft when I use this. It is insane. I think I've used about a third of the bottle, and like, I want more. Like, they can just send it to me like every quarterly. Just send me a new bottle, please. It is so good. My hair feels so baby soft when I use it. So the next thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is just this John Masters Organic Leave-In Conditioning Mist with green tea and calendula. This is my 4th bottle of this. So if you have fine hair, especially if you have fine curly hair, you will know that getting leave-in conditioners that don't weigh your hair down is a struggle. This is the one. I'm going to spray it. Super fine mist. Super fine mist. My only grievance with this is I don't like the smell. It's like very like I'm gonna go do yoga, very holistic and essential oil smelly. There's worse problems in the world, I know, but that's my only grievance with this. I will spray this in the ends in between washes. So the day that I don't do, like the days that I'm gonna wash it the next day, I'll spray this on the ends and give it just like a moisture blast, and then the next day I'll wash my hair. Then this Cali Men oil, I only use this once a week. So it's like this gets used before wash day most of the week. The one time I don't use this before wash day, I use this before wash day. I'm gonna do a blog post on this because I feel like I'm making this very complicated. So the last thing that I feel like I have to talk about, I just finished. Well, to be honest, I finished it, but I've got a small travel sized bottle that I'm like just holding on to. And it is, you guys, I have tried out tons of shampoo and tons of conditioner from tons of brands. And my favorite has to be from the Italian hair care brand, Nashi. Hands down, hands down. It cleans my hair and like it nourishes my hair at the same time. It cleans my hair without weighing it down too much. I do find like maybe once a month I'll use a clarifying shampoo, but that could be from like all the other products that I'm using, not necessarily the shampoo and conditioner. But I've never come across a shampoo and conditioner that not only nourishes my hair but cleans it really well as well. I'll put a picture of it right here. Now, it's a little bit hard to get. I believe there's a place in London that sells it, and then there's a place in Swansea that sells it. That's it. So I was supposed to meet up with one of the reps just before lockdown happened, and then we haven't been in touch. So I might see if I can like, you know, schedule something, because honestly, I'm not being paid to say this. They've just gifted me product before, and like that was a long time ago, and then I've got more products since then, and it is so good. If you guys haven't watched like the niche perfume videos that I have here on my channel, you know, you may not know, like I always pick up my niche perfume at this one perfumery here in Bristol, and like the owner of that uses Nashi, and I feel like it's more of like a European known brand, but it's not as known in the UK. But seriously, it is so good. Anyways, you guys, that is it for my hair care video. I'm so excited to share it with you guys because I'm literally like on a mission to grow my hair the longest it's ever been. And I feel like this is like, in the next month or so, this is the longest my hair has ever been naturally. And I'm excited to see like how like long I can grow it by Christmas. I would love to have it like down to here just because I've never done it before. But yeah, if you have fine curly hair, let me know in the comments. Let me know maybe your tips and tricks of how you grow it, or do you feel like you can grow it? Because I know a lot of people with fine curly hair, they think their hair doesn't grow and they've never had long hair. So let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.